What's up, guys? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we've got Zombie Army 4 Dead War. This happens to be level 1 Dead Ahead, and we're going to get all 15 of those collectibles. Now, if you guys are familiar with the Sniper Elite or Zombie Army series, we've actually covered these with great extent, and we have a pretty good plan to go ahead and clear out the levels and then come back and then get the collectibles. Now, this is kind of a first look. We're going to go ahead and jump right into some gameplay. We're going to show you all sorts of stuff, including some of the workbench stuff. So this is kind of a double whammy. It's going to be all collectibles as well as a first look, hence why there's some cutscenes and some other stuff here. But as the series goes on, it's actually going to get a lot smoother and easier and really basically collectible focused. So even some of the actual things that you have to do for the levels we kind of skip over because there's so many little steps, and the game shows you where everything is by the compass and all sorts of stuff. So without further ado, I want to remind you guys we do have quick links down below in the video description. There's actually quick links for the different collectibles and each chapter as well, because each of these levels has either 3 or 4 different chapters. Now this is a mature game, so if you're not into mature play, then you have probably already outstayed your welcome here. But lots of blood and gore, and we are here to get some more. I love Carl. There's Carl right there. Come on, Carl, let's get it done. We're going to go ahead and jump in, and if you guys don't remember how this works, I generally have a friend with me, and this time it is a familiar face. It is Tyler P, a.k.a. Interwhooper, a.k.a. Nice Guy Tyler, a.k.a. Ty. I could do this all day. Okay, so disclaimer. First of all, Tyler is going to show me where all of the collectibles are. He's got basically a photographic memory, and he's got good aim, and I do mean G-U-D aim. We're going to go ahead and follow his lead. Now, there are a handful of shots that he steals from me that makes me look like I'm needing to get good. But really, it's just the timing and, well, a little bit of noobery on my side. So, basically, like I said, there's a lot of extra gameplay. As the series continues, most of the zombies will be eradicated before we actually click the record and start to go. And I have already made one mistake. There is one level where I forgot to click record and we got the collectibles and I did not save it to go back, so womp womp womp. But you can see here, this game is kind of like a combination of Sniper Elite as well as Left 4 Dead. You can see what I mean by that is there's all these points where we have to get and gather, and then there's actually safe houses as checkpoints. So when we get in, it's very, very familiar. So here's kind of a safe house, but this is like introductory, kind of like almost tutorial-like. And actually, there are 9 total levels, and as I mentioned, each level has either 3 or 4 checkpoints throughout it. So kind of fun stuff. Each level takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. There's all sorts of interaction and Easter eggs, and we're hoping to. So let me just over talk everything. We're actually getting ready to get our first collectible, our first document's coming up. So let me cover that, and then I'll tell you the overview. So from the bell, as we rang it, ring the bell. We're gonna go in here into this nice little office room with all these filing cabinets, and booyah kashow. Document number 1 is right here. Now we're gonna get a little XP and a little notification there too for picking that. I think we get XP. Maybe I'm lying to you. I could be fooling you. But I think we get XP for picking them stuffs up. And upstairs, we come up here, and look at that. This guy is kind of tucked in and hiding. Watch out for the electricity up above. I don't think it'll hurt you, but comic page number 1. So if you didn't check the main menu there, we got comic pages, heroic actions, documents, zombie hands, and upgrade kit. Yeah, that's right, zombie hands. In fact, you're going to see one here in a second. That's pretty fun. Remember those? Remember those things? So in this particular mission here, we got to shoot some guys off the radio tower. We're going to do that in a second here. We also have a couple of high flyer. Look at all those, that pallet that's got all those explosives on it. It's kind of fun. But zombie hand number 1 can actually be seen from up top here. In fact, this is probably your best place. And check this out. This totally reminds me of the Addams Family. Check it out. So there's a hand running around on this left side here. There it is. You're actually going to look just to the left of the main circle down there. And it actually takes me a couple of shots every time. But look at that. It's Elvira. Each one has its own name. And I would be lying to you if I told you that there's actually 2 names. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, yeah. So don't forget about this. So here's a little Sniper Elite for you. the slow motion explosions. Those are pretty sweet. So, you know, like I said, this is definitely a mature game. We're having a mature kind of time with it, though. Lots of fun, and there's some fun stuff. Tyler actually gets me a couple of times, trolls me, if you will, by leading me into some stuff that I'm not aware of, and it's kind of funny. But all right, upgrade kit number 1. So inside here, we're gonna actually find the first upgrade. So they're little boxes. They look like ammo boxes. And there's also vermin and all sorts of stuff. I'm not sure. There doesn't seem to be any trophy or achievements related on taking out the rats. They're like little zombie rats all over the place. But you do get points for them. You get like 4 XP for each one. All right, we're about ready to step inside the main area again. And, oh, look at that. Chapter complete. And we'll get a nice little tally here of all of the stuffs that we got. You can see here we got the comic page, we got the document, we got the zombie hand, and we got the upgrade kit, 4 of 4. I leveled up. And as time goes on, I'm going to make sure that you guys, I'm going to actually have to do some photoshopping and edit. Tyler's numbers are always better than mine. And although the last couple levels, they were pretty close. We were kind of laughing about it. I'm so excited. But check this out. Did you see that? There was actually an upgrade kit sitting there on that countertop there. But we'll go back to that in a second. Now, downstairs, there is a shooting gallery. You got to step up to the plate here and hit all of the zombies that pop up. Not the dummies. Dummy. You got to miss the dummies. But, all right, so basically, we're going to take out a whole bunch of these. We got to get that meter right there. It says round 5, and then it says prize at the top. So we got to work our way all the way through that. So it does take a little bit of patience, and the reward for this is an upgrade kit. So basically, it's kind of like a bonus, but not really. And now, one of those upgrade kits, why do you need them? They're more than just a collectible, actually. You can go to the workbench and use them on your guns or other guns in the inventory. There's actually quite a few. There's even some DLC guns, which I opted to not get the upgraded package. But, so yeah, basically, you need some some experience to get your levels up. And then I think it's level 10 and 20 both unlock different tiers of awesome. So like exploding ammo, there's different stuff for different guns, and I highly recommend kind of like looking through the list before spending all of your upgrades. I actually keep it pretty simple. See, there's a dummy. Don't shoot the dummies. Don't be a dummy and shoot a dummy. Look at that. Oh, swing and a miss. There are plenty of misses. I feel like there are some pretty amazing shots that happen that shouldn't happen that kind of make up for those, like, whoopsies shots. Sometimes I swing and pop, right? And the pop is just way off. I swung too far or whatever. But, all right, so we got a couple of eye shots. Now, there's also this really cool sticker system. I don't know if we're going to get a sticker right now before we get the prize or not. But we're pretty much at the end here. Like 1 or 2 more zombies left. And oh, there we go. Reload right quick. And can I get a prize? Nope, not yet. Oh, booyakashow. Headshot. Headshot. But the stickers, though. Back to the stickers. Those are pretty cool. They're at first I was like worried, thinking we were going to have to get you know, some sort of trophy based off of that, or 100% that would require us to get all the stickers. But basically, anytime you take out like a certain amount of this zombie, or maybe you meet a new tank or something, it actually rewards you by hooking you up with a sticker. So it's kind of like a way to represent. Now, once you get the prize, it opens the safe in here, and look at that. We got ourselves an extra upgrade. Now, we're going to follow Tyler back up the stairs, and he's going to take us right to that other guy that we saw up there. You probably noticed it sitting right there on the shelf. Yep. Hey, buddy, thank you very much. We'll take that. So we now have 3 of the 5 total for this level, and we still have a whole chapter left. So, hey, remember I told you we were going to check out the old workbench? This is kind of cool. You can upgrade or switch your weapons here. There are multiple tiers for different weapons. There are also different mods and things that you can add down below. We'll kind of check those out here in a second. I feel like I did a better job than that. Come on, Brian. What was that all about? All right, so I apologize. I thought I got a little bit more in depth because I do buy some stuff, but I upgraded my main gun that I'm rocking here, and it's actually pretty sweet. You know, Tyler and I have opted to stay with this. As of this recording right now, we have captured all of the collectibles and beat all the way through level 5. So we're over the halfway point of the game, and it's been pretty glorious. Like I said, there's a lot of Easter eggy type stuff, a little like weird things, dolls that pop up out of nowhere, things, eyeballs, and can't, like, you shoot one here and it makes weird noise and rolls around. There's some weird stuff that happens in this game, and like I said, it might not be for everybody, but we are certainly enjoying ourselves with it. So Again, we have quick links down below in the video description to go ahead and take you not only to each of the different collectibles, and there's a sticker, look at that, the default G43 sticker, but also to the chapters. So like, let's say maybe once we get done with, on this particular video, like I said, it's more of a first look. There's a lot of extra gameplay with us taking out zombies. Some of it might not be that entertaining or fun for you. Maybe you just want to see where the collectibles are. Use those chapter quick links to go ahead and take you to where you need to go. It's pretty clever. Pretty clever we did that. So we're also going to do, okay, so overview. I haven't really got to the overview of the game. So the goal is we're going to try to pump out a collectible video per day is the goal. And it might not end up being that way because the next level is like an hour and 20 minutes long. I haven't got it edited yet, so I'm hoping it's going to be shorter. I don't want to speed things up. I don't really want to cut a bunch of stuff out. Cut it out. I'll probably take some stuff out, but not a ton. But basically, one a day is the goal, and then we're going to also do a stream where we play through some levels and do some horde mode, because there's like a horde mode as well, and see how far we can get with a team. We have a team of 4 that is actively going to check things out. In fact, I do believe, hey, look at that, say goodbye, creep. That was actually for using a blade melee, so... apparently my character, maybe I switched it from stock, but I have a blade equipped, so when I get up close and personal, I hit the melee button, I actually hit him with like a machete or a knife of some sort, and that's what that trophy was for. So if it's not already defaulted, or maybe your character that you selected from DLC or whatnot might not have it, just go ahead and hit the workbench up and check it out and make sure that your melee attack does have some sort of a blade, I guess. Because that's what it says, just using a blade melee is what the trophy was for. Or achievement, depending on which platform you're playing on. Oh, speaking of platform, we got to get to platform 2. Look at that. That was some interesting timing there. All right, so lots of misses here, some terrible shooting here. I apologize. I really do. And hey, I got some feedback on some other Sniper Elite videos. I'm going to try to really focus on keeping... Like, there's lots of jibber jabber. We all know I can flap, right? And if you're just showing up to the channel, I can talk with the best of them. I try to keep the commentary fun and friendly. But sometimes it gets a little bit out of control. And I have had some suggestions that maybe during collectibles, focus more on the collectible locations versus on trying to make a joke or something. So, doodly noted. Doodly? I think it was a dude that told me. So, doodly noted. Anyways, there's a Brianism for you. There's a book coming at some point. I don't know when I'll get that done, but I do. Hey, look at that zombie sticker. That's fun. So yeah, there's a spot in the collectible area, kind of like your collection, I think is what they call it. It's a tab from the main menu in the lobby that you can check all your stuffs. That has a list of all the stickers too, I think. If you guys want to see that stuff, let us know. Basically each sticker has its own kind of requirement or challenge, and then once you complete it, you get it. A lot of them are just like so many headshots, or meet this type of zombie, or take this type of zombie down with a melee attack, or whatever it might be, or an eye shot. There's some tricky ones too, but definitely fun stuffs. We are getting pretty close to the next checkpoint, I do believe. Oh, no, we got a blood seal. So these things are crazy, too. So you basically just got to fend off a horde. Once the horde has been depleted, it actually opens up the blood seal. Now, there's also blood fountains, which we'll get to later. We haven't seen one yet in this level, and I don't think there is a blood fountain in this level. But basically, it is a legit fountain, like you'd see at a park or something. And there's a circle that goes around it, and that circle is kind of like the hot zone. And any zombies you kill in that hot zone, little bit of blood gets left behind, and that will actually attribute to filling up the circle. Once the circle is once the blood fountain, I guess that's really what it is full, then it'll go ahead and reward us with whatever is next. But usually opening a door or something like that. So speaking of opening doors, we've made our way in. And check out, there's all these little traps that are around here too. Look at that. That's right. That's pretty sweet. There's definitely some cool ones. There's actually zombie sharks, too, that can be used against them. Pretty awesome. Now, there is a heroic action coming up, but it's not until the 3rd chapter, and we're still in Chapter 2Z right now. So, and those are fun as well. Those are like kind of like hurry up and go missions. You get like a little cue where you'll see somebody and they'll yell for help, and you got to immediately react and often defend them. Now, and I think it was level 4. It might have been level 5. We're actually actively fighting in a heroic action, and I fall through the floor and die. That's right, plummeted to my doom. It was pretty crazy. Now, we are doing a little backtracking here. We got to flip back over and come in here, as we did run right by a collectible. And again, we were kind of just learning the ropes here, playing. Tyler had played through this level and found the collectibles, so he knew the locations, but we still weren't really vibing or flowing with the game yet. We didn't really know if it was going to be possible to do our normal method. Like, we kind of played ahead and tried to kill, but it seemed like zombies were spawning. And speaking of zombies spawning, look at this. Here's another one of those zombie hands. So this guy's running around. Let's see, what's the name of this guy? Look at Tyler trying to get in the way. He's always, look at him jumping around. It's funny, like all of a sudden a little face pops up. Hello! And look at that. Is that Mac Ready? McReady? Is that what that says? My screen was a little blurry, but I can't, that doesn't make any sense. McReady? Is that something? Am I missing something? Is there like a character from someone? Drop me a comment if you know, because I need to get edumacated. So, all right. So, collectible videos going up every day. We're also going to work on the stream. So, I believe the stream will be on Fridays. Woohoo! Did you see that jump? Oh, man. I'm surprised my knees didn't buckle on that one. But, yes, definitely fun times. Look for the streams. Hopefully you guys will join us. This will be on our main channel, too. The streams, I know we've talked about having some of the more mature content on another channel. But here's the thing. We've actually covered the series quite extensively over the years. Sniper Elite V2, Sniper Elite 3, Sniper Elite 4, Zombie Army Trilogy had some videos. So we've definitely been there, kind of done that, so to speak. In fact, we're actually hoping to eventually get some sort of relationship with Rebellion, the development studio who makes this, because we really are fond of their games. Like, Tyler and I really are. And even before Tyler was here, Doug and I were playing. I think Doug and I covered Sniper Elite V2. I'm 90% sure it was old Doug showing me around. And those were pretty big and a little bit larger and in charger than this. This is very linear. The levels seem to be very... very slim, like they're not very wide. It's pretty much only one way to go always, and definitely a lot of fun. Look at that, chopping them in half. Anything zombies, I'm in. But if you get like some sniping going on, a little bit of, you got Carl. See, look, here's one of those vermin, and check it out. I'm gonna get paid. There we go. Vermin kill +4. So again, I don't know why you get XP. Why they're everywhere. There's crows too with red eyes. That's right, they got red on them. And we're getting close to another collectible as we come through here. Now, to be honest with you, I thought we were going to do an edit point and then run back. But, we weren't really sure when the doors were closing. So that was something that Tyler really started paying more attention to as he was, doing the collectible runs. Because, some doors close, some doors don't. Some doors look like they're going to close, but they totally don't. Some don't even look like they're... And you're totally bonage. Not able to go back, but these guys are fun, huh? Now watch this. You want to see some terrible aim? This probably should have been edited out. I do feel like there was a bunch of these guys that charge us here in a second, and I feel like I miss a ton of them. Look at that exploding ammo too. So there's all sorts of cool, there's a ton of different types of explosives too. There's even a flare gun that brings in a little bit of an airstrike, which I found out in like level 3 or 4. I think you'll get to see one. Just depends on when it happens and if it'll get edited out, because a lot of the battle scenes are going to be removed. Again, I can't stress that enough. I know you guys probably don't enjoy watching me noob it up and get blown up by these no-armed suicide zombies, but essentially, we're going to clean it up, get it faster, and get it gooder for you. Now, if you're looking and wondering why I keep focusing on the long range here, I'm trying to get 3 headshots in a row. There is a triple headshot kill trophy achievement. And Tyler said he got it here, and so he recommended that. So, there's like 5 or 6 really good places like this where the zombies just come out of a door and funnel out. So we'll make sure to focus on that and show you guys. Now, when I get it, I will edit that part out and take some video footage of that. And hopefully it will be decent enough that it'll make sense to you guys and it'll be helpful in a video form. But otherwise, it should be in the video coming up at some point. And who knows, it might get removed. There you go, upgraded G43 sticker. So I think I got so many X amount of zombies killed with the upgrade of my stock rifle there. And look at that. Oh, I got a double kill. So, I mean, those X-ray cams are legit. I'm serious. I can't stress that enough how much I love those things. All right, so all the zombies are done at least for right now, and we're going to go ahead and follow our Tai GPS system over to the far right here. And watch this. I think this is where he totally pulls a move. No, he does a flip coming up, I think, right here. Oh, no, this is just the upgrade kit. I should have looked at the note. Yeah, there's a document coming up, and he totally gets me, and he, you'll see. He does some pretty acrobatic moves from time to time, too. And unlike me getting stuck on the tent there. All right, watch this. Watch this right here. Watch this. This is super trolly. I walk in, he's like, oh yeah, go get that collectible. Oh, now you're on fire, and there's like a demon Hitler popping up, and oh my gosh, what is even happening? And he's just, by the way, I wish I had the audio. He was laughing so hard right there. And here's a little tilt of the head to the Call of Duty Zombie series. If you guys remember, they have like the Juggernog and the different perks that you can buy that come out of kind of like vending machines. It's not identical, but it's very similar. You can get where they were going with that. But yeah, fun stuff. So we did pick up that document. I know I was saying I was going to, but why? He totally got me. He totally, yeah, go get that document. Boom, done. All right, we made it through another level. It's going to go ahead and give us the final totals here in a hot second. There we go. All right, and then we'll be on to Chapter 3. And look at that. So we got 6 collectibles there. We got all 3 of the upgrades, and of course 1 comic page, 1 document, and 1 zombie hand. We got enhanced stamina, good to go. So I don't know if some of those perks need to be added or if they're going to be just automatically like things that happen to your character. You know, keep in mind too, with the workbench right behind us, we could have switched our guns out and changed to something else. I think you could do that for the ammo thing too. But all right, we are off and running here, and here in a little bit, we're actually going to come across a heroic event. And now, to be clear, these pop up, and you can always respawn the level. This game, I haven't mentioned this yet, this game is excellent about having not only the different levels broke down to show you like what collectibles and things you have, but it also allows you to choose like the chapters. So you can choose level 1, chapter 2. If you missed a collectible, it'll not only show you, but you can load right into that section. And so each level, as I mentioned, is about 45 minutes to an hour. So, you know, doing some rough math, I mean, anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes basically for each spot, depending on how slow you go. And like level 2 has a lot of respawning zombies. So we actually got kind of caught up there. And it's harder to get through the level, and it was definitely hard to get the collectibles mapped with like, you know, a nice free run through there. So the next level is basically the worst because it's gonna be long, and I'll probably edit out a lot of the big battle scenes because there's some like you know, like I think there's a blood fountain that probably is like 5 or 10 minutes long. So you know, I'll walk up to it and then kind of fade into like the transition into the next section, and we'll be done with it rather than making you watch the whole thing. There's no sense, right? Like I'll try to do my best to not cut out like point A to point B and things like that. I'll try to make sure that like there's always like a clear path of where we're going and where we came from. But there might be some like battle royale stuff removed. All right, so we are getting ready to get a document. As you can see here, it's on the table on the right-hand side, all the way to the back of the little market there. We're going to double back and go down the stairs now. And it's a little bit before the next collectible. We actually have to trudge our way through this grossness. And I do appreciate the way that they walk as you're going through. It's just kind of funny to me, especially if you're actually using the run button, even though it's not quite a run. And yeah, those takedowns are straight squirrely. And that's good little note there, too, that the takedowns, the up-close and personal, not just a melee, but the takedowns, which they're different. They actually replenish, I think, 20% of your health. So there is a trophy achievement for not using a med kit throughout the whole level. We're playing on easy, and there's only 2 of us. And I don't know if the game's set up to have 4 people playing, or if we had 4 people, there'd be more zombies, or if they'd be harder. I'm not exactly sure how it, you know, like Borderlands, the more people that are there, the harder the area gets. I don't know if this game functions that way or not. And if you notice, too, there's actually 2 different ways to look at the zombies. There's that look-down sight, like actually like look down the scope you can see there. And there's also like just the third-person kind of view. And you can do that by looking down. You have to hold down R2, or sorry, L2. Or left trigger, and then you got to hit either X or I guess it would be B button, right? Is it B? No, A. A button. Come on, Ryan, get it right. So there's another blood seal that is officially popped, and I do believe we are going to refill some ammo. And yes, we have our first heroic action. So check this out. So we're going to go up over this bridge here, and as we come down, we notice that there is a gentleman in distress. Yeah, don't mind that exploding zombie there. And there's another one coming to the right, Brian. Ah! So, yeah, X gonna give it to me. I am not boding well in this particular situation. And Tyler has actually kind of already started the heroic action. He ran over the top, it cued it. And so There's a guy inside that building there. We have to clear out all of these zombies, and if we can do that before he gets eaten alive, we will have successfully completed the heroic action. So, you know, I definitely recommend targeting any of the explodies. Look at me, I'm hitting them all and making sure that nobody's in here. Well, I'm shooting the good guys. That's not good. Good thing there's no friendly fire. It looks like we may have officially completed it. I think it's going to give it to us right now. There it is! And it's going to open the safe and give us a nice little attachment there, too. I can't remember if Tyler steals this one or not. He's pretty good about taking the first one we see, but leaving the second one. So I think we probably already ran into one in another place, and he grabbed... No, his gun's not glowing. There's electric and fire, so there's elemental stuffs, too, which I think is pretty fun. So we've got that heroic action in the bag, and we're going to come up on... another upgrade kit here in a hot second. In fact, after this cutscene, we're going to cut down and around, and then we're going to grab that. And we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the level. There's a little bit of a mess at the end. You know, zombies that got to be taken down and whatnot. I think there's another blood seal, if my memory serves me correctly. Don't forget to grab some stuffs out of the boxes here. There's all sorts of goodies like mines or granadas. And okay, down the stairs, turn a hard right, basically bust a U-turn, and at the end on the right on a barrel you're going to find an upgrade kit, which happens to be the 5th and final one. Now, something I found out later too, there was a big, did you guys see the big glowing chest? See this guy right here? You can shoot those from a distance. This one has a gun called the Preacher. A little fun fact for you. There is a trophy / achievement. I can't remember what it was called, but you gotta get, well, Tyler thought it was 5, but it turns out I got 3 with 1 shot, and I got a trophy with it. It comes up in a future level, so we'll cover that again at a later date. And if it, you know, happened to not make the collectible video, we will make sure to do a separate video on that. Now, quick little note there too. Did you guys check that? Okay, so there's 4 guys. So I was trying to get 5, which is why I didn't pull the trigger right there, and I probably could have got it because I think it's just 3 that I needed, but I could only get 4 to line up. So I was trying. But essentially, a fun fact for you is that when you pick up a gun like the Preacher, there's lots of other guns too, machine guns, flamethrowers. There's all sorts of stuff that we've encountered. It becomes a 3rd weapon, or actually a 4th weapon in our case, because we have a pistol, a secondary, and a primary. But you pick it up and drop it. So, like, if I hit triangle or Y right now to switch weapons, you see it drop. So, yeah, and I can pick it right back up by tapping the X or A button, depending on which platform you're on. So, I don't think this is on other ones. And look at that! Tyler stole another one! What a cheeky cheekerson. Nice guy Tyler strikes again! So, there is a spot, too, like I said, in a later game, that I actually fall through the map during one of those heroic actions, and we're pretty sure that the action was queued up for 2 people, meaning that there was lots of zombies and lots of stuff happening. Look, I'm looking all over. I'm like, I don't know what I was looking for, but I'm just checking out the scenery, I guess. But essentially, Tyler had to take on like 10, maybe longer, maybe longer than 10 minutes worth of zombies, just constantly, and there was like no ammo. It was pretty impressive. So that will likely make the video because there was no footage of me because I fell through the map. And unfortunately, it kind of screwed us because we should have gone back because he was able to get the upgrade kit. And we recorded it. We see it. But it didn't count for me. So the total at the end of the video is off. Even though we get it in the game, we show you where it is. We'll have quick links and all that. The total at the very end screen is off because I fell through the map and was not able to pick it up. It's really weird how the collectibles work in this game. The comic pages and the documents are both, like if one of us picks it up, we both get it. But if and I guess the zombie hand is that way too. When I shoot the zombie hand, it counts for him as well. But if I pick up an upgrade kit, it only counts for me. And I guess that kind of makes sense because you also get upgrade kits for like leveling up and things. Oh, zombie hand coming up right here. So as soon as you drop over the edge, before going up the stairs, you're going to want to stop and look to your right. And I think it takes me 3 shots. So, all right, here we go. 3rd time's the charm. Yeah, right up the tuchus for old Herbert there. So pretty cool. Look at that. He had a flying stomper going on there. There's all sorts of cool things that you can add. There's emotes. And there's different things. So that this game has added a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter, but is just fun to have, like the dolls and stuff. We'll get to some of that, and we'll show you as time goes on. And it looks like I actually no, I didn't. I thought I might have gotten one of those elemental add-ons, but I wasn't lucky enough to pick one up. Looks like Tyler angled them both. All right, so We are almost to the end here, peeps. We got a little bit more. And you know what? We might have a blood fountain. I can't remember if it's a blood fountain or a blood seal. I think it's a blood seal. But the first blood fountain we encountered, it was hilarious. Tyler's like, yeah, we just got to kill the zombies in the circle and make sure that their blood goes and fills the fountain up. Or, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. Totally disregarded the kill them within the circle. So there's like all these zombies off in the distance. And I'm like, plink, 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 plink. Okay, so it's a blood seal, not a blood. And we got it. So we popped that one open. But yeah, so anyways, it was pretty funny. I messed it up pretty good. I took out 20 zombies before I realized, oh, you're supposed to kill them while they're in the circle. Oh, comic page coming up, guys. So once you get up top here, before bailing out of here, you're going to want to turn around and, oh, actually, you got to go down and inside. So make sure you don't group up. Make sure you don't group up. Don't go to the circle. Go to the hard left, and in here, you will find the comic book page. And it happens to be the final comic for this level. As you can see, we got all 3 of them there. So that's pretty cool. I like the way that the collectibles are. In fact, all of the progress you make gets shown on screen, which I think is very, very helpful. So there's another elemental attachment. It looks like I snuck it from him. Thank you very much. All right, so when we're ready, we'll jump in here. It looks like we's are ready. And we're pulling the levers there. In comes the train. Choo-choo! In fact, that's the name of the trophy achievement for completing this level, too. Is choo-choo! Oh, one of these guys. All right, so here's a big one. Basically, there's a couple of tactics that you can use on the big guys. Tyler likes to run up, and if you can knock this guy to his knees, you can actually do a takedown. And if you don't get him to his knees, you can shoot the tank on the back for a little bit of a soft spot. Of course, I waited a little too long, and fire. All right, so I went ahead and used a med kit. I shouldn't have done that because I don't think I'd used one yet, and I would have gotten a trophy achievement for not. Tyler finishes him off. Meanwhile, there is a buttload of zombies coming over the train that just crashed there. Now, ironically, I didn't really plan it this way, but there's a movie on Netflix called Train to Busan. And it's all about a zombie outbreak, and it really follows a daughter and her father. But we do meet a couple of other kind of important characters along the way. And it was just like really ironic because I'd watched a good half of it. You know, my wife doesn't do zombie movies anymore. So like I got half of it down, and she showed up, and I had to turn it off. So I got half of it down before we recorded this, and I was like watching this going, wow, this is crazy. And then last night after I got done recording it, I ended up watching a little bit more. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to cut audio and get this out quicker because I was sick, and I didn't want you guys to have to listen. I didn't want to sound like a zombie, right? I mean, I'm still kind of a little shaky with the voice, so I apologize if, you know, I'm breaking in and out. But that being said, we are officially all done. Oh, no, psych. We got a couple guys left. Thought they were. Oh, they're still falling from the sky. What are we talking about? All right. And usually, too, once you get towards the end of a segment like this where you have to take out a bunch of guys, it will actually indicate where the zombies are by putting kind of like a star over their heads. Look at me. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and take them out, Tyler. I'm going to go ahead and take them. Yeah, I'm just going to grab some grenades. I was checking out. I don't really like those mines. They do work well for tanks, which we do encounter later, too, not to spoil stuff for you. But there are zombie tanks. Yeah, you heard me right. Like, there's some that are really, really weird. Like I have like a rib cage on the end. Like, they're weird. Oh, look at me. I'm placing a mine and running. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. Maybe. I see it. No, that's not it. I'm trying to shoot it now. I don't think they actually go over. I think Tyler ruins my fun. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yes, explosive. Double kill. All right. That wasn't impressive, but... All right, so now we just got to get on the train and escape. And guess what? That's going to be it. We're going to have one more final total screen, and that'll be the end of our first look / first collectible video. Listen, guys, there's lots more to come. We are going to have this out and done a lot quicker than recent videos that we've been pumping out for like Lego Star Wars and such. But yeah, so, and speaking of which, we're going to have those coming out too. So if those aren't already done, if you guys are watching this, you know, maybe in 2025. I know sometimes I time date stuff like that, and people watch them and they're like, hey, it's 2025. Hey, look at that. Choo choo. Anyways, it is only 2020 at the time of recording, and we nailed this level. Dead Ahead is done. And we got lots of stuff to show for it. But hey, that is going to wrap it up for Zombie Army 4 Level 1 Dead Ahead. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button. And of course, check us out on social media, and HappyThumbsGaming.com is available as well. For me, that's going to do it. See you soon. Until next time.